Hi everyone, let's take a look at this question. It says there are 29 classrooms at Green Middle School and 875 students. What is the average amount of students per classroom? Okay, so first we need to think about what type of question this is. Notice how it mentions classrooms and students. Now it's asking for average, which is typically going to mean there's going to be some sort of division. Now to make sure we're dividing correctly, let's set up a ratio table. We have students and classrooms, and because it says students per classroom, I'm going to put students first. S for students, C for classrooms. So we have 875 students, and we have 29 classrooms. Now we need to make sure we know what it is it's trying to get us to find out. Notice how it says students per classroom. Classroom is the thing that's singular. It does not have an S. So that means that's the thing we want one of. So that means the amount of students per one classroom. So I want to know what one classroom is. I'm simply going to look at the ratio table and try to get to 1. I know any number, no matter how bad it is, if I divide by itself, I'm going to get 1. So I do 29 divided by 29. Now if I do that on the bottom, I have to do the same thing on the top. So 875 divided by 29. Now, in my calculator, when I do that, I get 30.1724 and a whole bunch more stuff. Now, in most problems, rounding to 2 decimal places is good, especially if you haven't been told otherwise. So we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to draw my cutting line right after the 7 because that's 2 decimal places. Now I need to look at the 2, which is right next to it, to figure out if I'm rounding up or staying right where I am. Now if it's 5 or higher, I would bump the 7 up. If it's less than 5, I leave the 7 where it is. This one's less than 5, so I'm going to leave the 7 where it is. So my answer is going to be 30.17. So the question is 30.17 what? Well, it was students per classroom, so that's 30.17 students per classroom. Now, wait a second. How is that possible? How can you have 0.17 of a student? Well, you don't actually have 0.17 of a student. When you're dealing with average, you're just spreading everything out evenly. It doesn't mean you actually have that amount. It just means on average that's how many you have. So having a decimal when you're dealing with people is still okay, especially when you see that key word average. Have a good day.